I'm going to go to Christina Alessi, who's with us in another part of the New York Stock Exchange. Christina, we talked about China. We talked about the fears of growth there, maybe not as far and as fast as people thought, but there are other concerns weighing down this market. The Fed. What will the Fed do in September? Will they still cut rates, or raise rates, like everyone thought? In oil prices, commodity prices in general, but particularly oil, falling so far over the last several months.
That's right, John. And oil, as you know, is a barometer for global economic growth. And right now, it's tanking. That is not helping this market. And also, you mentioned the Fed. The Fed was supposed to raise rates in September, possibly December. Now there are a lot of questions. Will the Fed raise rates in the middle of this kind of volatility? And the answer to that is it probably will. Maybe it'll do it a bit later than it had planned, but also an important question when it comes to the Fed is when it does decide to raise rates, by how much and how fast. And that is really going to determine what happens to the market from there, because as you know, zero interest rates have really acted as a stimulus to this economy. So once that is gone, that is going to be a real headwind for a lot of traders and investors. Now, speaking to some of the traders on the floor today, they were very concerned about China, not just about a slowdown, but as you mentioned, whether they can trust the data coming out of that country. And we saw those issues come up in a White House press conference, a lot of those questions. I frankly had not heard those kinds of questions about, is China in a crisis? Will we have an emerging market meltdown? I had not heard those until about last week really bubble up to the surface of mainstream discussion. These were things that professionals were talking about, but now we're seeing it bubble up into the mainstream discussion, which is also very disconcerting. Two things we know from here for sure after having been on the floor all day. Volatility is back. That means we're not going to have the kind of market that we had for the last 4 years, which it had a few bumps, but it was relatively on a straight shot up. Secondly, investors are going to have to be patient with this because the market is trying to find a floor, a low price where it'll hit. And those are the two things that is still an open question. We're going to pay attention to Asia trading overnight, and we'll be on the story tomorrow as well.